Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. Today our team will be presenting our year-long feasibility study on the I-215 Campus Parkway Senior Project. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce you to our team. My name is Steven Alvarez.
And I'm Bomiun, and we are co-project managers for this year's senior project team. Next, I'd like to pass it over to our environmental team.
Hi, my name is Camille Maxwell. I'm the environmental team lead.
Hi, my name is Philip Esteban.
Hi, and I'm Mimi Pai, and now the traffic team.
Hi, my name is Liliana Diaz. I'm the traffic lead.
Hi, my name is Ryan Luong.
Hi, my name is Fu Huan.
Hello, my name is Andrew Gipp.
And I'm Evan Thomas, and next is our geometrics team.
Hi, my name is Atrin Hajismaili, and I'm one of the geometric leads.
Hello, my name is Lauren Takayama, and I'm the other geometric lead.
Hi, I'm Peter Yoon.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Garcia.
Hi, I'm Miguel Gonzalez.
Hi, I'm Brady Guan.
Hi, I'm Stephen Lee.
Hi, I'm Tash Nguyen, and next is for me to talk about the outline of this project.
The outline for today's presentation will consist of project's background, purpose and need, environmental considerations, design alternatives, benefit and cost analysis, weighted decision matrix, preferred alternatives, and we will wrap it up with Q&A. Our project is located within the limits of Caltrans District 8 on Interstate 215 in San Bernardino, California. The graphic on the right shows a closer view of our project site. More specifically, our study boundary is enclosed west of University Parkway, east of Little League Drive, north of Route 66, and south of Kendall Drive. With that, 3 needs were identified for our project. First, capacity and operations with Lily.
When analyzing the traffic operational conditions, the traffic team used level of service using Synchro 10 to quantify the conditions. Level of service uses traffic volume and roadway capacity to determine what is a roadway's LOS. There are 6 levels, with A being free flow conditions and F having excessive backups due to congestion. Within our study boundary, we analyzed the level of service at 9 intersections. The 9 intersections will experience congestion and traffic delays, particularly during peak demand hours due to traffic volume exceeding capacity. By 2045, 4 of the 9 intersections will experience a level of service of D. Some intersections will experience a delay of approximately 7 minutes per vehicle.
The second need is to address regional population growth. Cal State San Bernardino has a projected 40% enrollment increase by 2040. The traffic growth rate in the area is 1.8% for our project area, and congestion increasing along local roads between the I-215, Palm Kendall, and I-215 University Parkway interchanges is caused by limited access across the 215 within the project limits.
The third need is to address accessibility across the I-215. Currently, the I-215 and Palm Avenue and the I-215 and University Parkway interchanges are scheduled to be improved to their maximum extent. Both interchanges provide a primary access from the I-215 to the city of San Bernardino and Cal State University San Bernardino. As traffic demands in the region increase, level of service on local roads are expected to decline.
So with those project needs in mind, the purpose of this project is to improve local circulation between Palm Avenue, University Parkway, Cajon Boulevard, and Kendall Drive. Also, to reduce congestion and to accommodate projected population and volume demand for the 2045 design year. And lastly, to provide additional access across Interstate 215 for pedestrians, non-motorized, and motorized modes. Next, I will hand it off to Camille to talk about environmental considerations.
The environmental team's largest deliverable is the preliminary environmental analysis report. In this report, there are major topics to look into. We have identified the ones highlighted in red as the ones within our project area that could have potential positive or negative effects. The first being community impacts. We are providing more bike and pedestrian access with 3 of our alternatives and more bus access with 1 of our alternatives. The largest effect on the community is the need to obtain and buy right-of-way from different homes and businesses. After looking at this, we decided to add a retaining wall in certain locations, which allowed us to save homes and businesses. Additionally, our project area has different land uses, such as residential, industrial, commercial, and the San Bernardino County Flood Control District, which now Mimi will talk about.
The Campus Parkway connection runs parallel to Devil's Creek Divergent Channel. Because of this, most of the project sits inside a 100-year floodplain or an area of flooding controlled by a levee. Build alternatives in this floodplain will likely require a NEPA 404 permit. And the required mitigation for any alternative built within the floodplain is that the first floor or level has to be built up a minimum of 2 feet above the floodplain. With this large floodplain, there is also an issue of stormwater runoff. Through the implementation of best management practices, these issues could be mitigated by adding proper drainage systems and a stormwater pollution prevention plan, as outlined by the San Bernardino County Flood Control District. Next, I will hand it off to Philip to talk about our last 3 considerations.
San Bernardino is a non-attainment area, meaning that the air quality is not up to the standards that are set by the Clean Air Act amendments of 1970. As you can see in the figure provided, majority of the year in 2019, the air quality was at a moderate level, even dropping as low as very unhealthy during the summertime. Both our traffic and design team took this factor into consideration when going over our alternatives. The project is not only parallel to a channel, but located parallel to residential homes. A sound wall is to be considered due to the noise that may come during and after construction, along with the sound analysis for the area. For biological resources within our project area, 3 species have been identified. Proper mitigation techniques, such as relocation of a species, was thought to be the best tactic, not only to ensure the completion of the project, but also the safety and prosperity of the species. Some permits needed would be an incidental take permit for the San Bernardino kangaroo rat, or a voucher collection permit for the endangered plants for relocation. And now I will hand it over to Adrian to talk about our design alternatives.
Thank you, Philip. To find the best solution, we challenged ourselves to think outside the box. And so, after many amazing ideas, the following 4 alternatives were chosen for this project. Alternative 1, the diverging diamond interchange. Alternative 2, hook ramp hybrid. Alternative 3, overcrossing. And alternative 4, shuttle service with a parking lot. Here is Stephen Lee to talk more about our first alternative.
This is an overview of our first alternative, the diverging diamond interchange, or DDI. Here's a demonstration of one phase of the DDI. As you can see, traffic transitions from the right side to the left as drivers cross the intersection. Drivers can then freely make a left turn onto the freeway or continue straight, where traffic will transition back to the right side. The second phase will operate similarly in the opposite direction. Complete streets allow safe passage for all users. Cyclists can use the bike lane, which is shared with the right side in each direction. Pedestrians can use the crosswalk, which runs alongside the south side of campus, leading to the center median as shown in blue. Pedestrians will only cross during the westbound stopping phase. Southbound on and northbound off will also be signalized to accommodate. The DDI is an innovative design with several benefits. It eliminates crossing left turns, which increases safety by reducing the number of potential conflict points. It also consists of a 2-phase operation, eliminating the left turn phase. Because there are only 2 phases, traffic can move in and out of the interchange quickly. And lastly, the DDI accommodates for pedestrians and bicyclists. And now Fu will talk about traffic.
Thank you, Stephen. After our design team was able to provide our traffic team with geometric layouts, we then modeled the alternative using Synchro 10, which allow us to determine the level of services and delay times associated with each alternative for our 2045 design year. For the diverging diamond interchange, the level of service for intersection 5 was found to be D and F for AM and PM. Moreover, our analysis also showed that the delay times of all intersections have reduced significantly. One of the key intersections, which is intersection 5, had delay time decreased by half, despite having the same level of service for PM peak hour when compared to no bill. Next, Lily will talk about our highway analysis.
Because this alternative provides a new access to the I-215, we analyzed the traffic impact using the 2016 Highway Capacity software. This is the level of service for the freeway under 2045 no-build conditions. Once campus is built, the freeway will experience a decrease in level of service between University Parkway and Campus Parkway in the northbound and southbound direction. To mitigate the impacted segments, we added one auxiliary lane in the northbound direction and two auxiliary lanes in the southbound direction. The highway analysis was performed for the DDI alternative, and the next alternative that Peter will now talk about.
Our second alternative is the hook ramp hybrid. This alternative features a tight diamond for the northbound ramps and a hook ramp for the southbound ramps. According to our traffic analysis, the AM peak will come from the freeways northbound, turning right onto Campus Parkway, and the PM peak will come from Campus Parkway onto the freeways southbound. The hook ramp hybrid can accommodate both of these major traffic movements with right turns as shown in the red arrows. Reducing left turning movements will improve traffic operations at the intersections within the alternative. The hook ramp hybrid has several key benefits. First, it can accommodate the major traffic movements during the AM and PM peaks with right turns as mentioned earlier. Second, the hook ramp hybrid is a commonly used intersection, so users will be familiar with the layout, making it easier to traverse the interchange. And lastly, due to the proximity of Hallmark Parkway and the I215, many of the alternatives that we considered could not connect Campus Parkway and Hallmark Parkway. However, the hook ramp hybrid can provide a connection between these two streets without sacrificing capacity while improving local connectivity. Now Ryan will go over the traffic analysis.
Here are the intersections along Campus Parkway. 5A shows the new northbound ramps with a level of service of B and C for AM and PM. Also, 5B for the southbound ramp shows the same level of service. As you can see, there's an F for intersection 5. However, the delay was reduced by more than half. Next, I will hand it over to Cassandra to talk about our third alternative.
Alternative 3 is the overcrossing. This design consists of extending the existing Campus Parkway from Kendall Drive, go over the I-215, connect at Hallmark Parkway, and then continue on to Cajon Boulevard. The main benefits of this design is it allows access from one side of the I-215 to the other, which makes it easier for the local community to travel. Now Evan will go over the traffic analysis.
This is the overcrossing layout with AM and PM levels of service. It shows the intersections that will be created with the overcrossing. The level of service for intersection 5 was found to be an F for both AM and PM. This is due from having to accommodate high traffic volumes from campus after the alternative is built, while other intersections have levels of service ranging from A to D. And now TAC will talk about the next alternative.
Thanks, Abin. Alternative number 4 is the Little League Soda Service. The Soda Service parking is located on Little League Drive, near Palm Avenue and Kendall Drive, along the I-215. It will provide 3,000 parking lots. 90 of them will be for accessible parking, and 50 lots for electric charging station. Some of the benefits of the Little League Soda Service are environmental friendly, it's accommodate CSUSB plan, it's avoid adding a new freeway access point at campus, it's also promote business development around the area. The Soda Service will provide service route to CSUSB. The one-way drive from parking to campus is approximately 10 minutes, with one stop at SBX or Midtrans Station, which connect to San Bernardino Transit Center, and 3 stops within CSUSB campus to attract more students to use the service. With around 1,000 square feet reserved for business and restaurant, the Soda Service will promote business development in the area as well as providing location for students to rest and eat while waiting for a bus. If a customer wants to stop and eat without permit parking, the business will validate their parking free of charge. Now, Andrew, I'll go to talk about the traffic size.
The proposed alternative with parking and shuttle service incorporates Palm Kendall's team's alternative 1 and adds 3 new intersections. Some key items worth noting for this alternative are the reduction of delays and improvement of level of service along University Parkway. However, with the implementation of the shuttle service and the trips that it generates, we see level of service worsen and delays increase, more specifically on intersections 2 and 3. With that, this concludes our analysis on our alternatives. Next, we'll be going over our benefits and costs. The key considerations that we use when analyzing our benefits are total delay, total vehicle stops, total fuel consumed, CO2 emissions, and connectivity. The total benefits is the amount of savings that we have when compared to a no build. Next, I'll be passing it over to Philip to go over the cost.
Before doing our decision matrix, we did a cost estimate where we manually figured out some of the considerations such as earthwork costs, pavement costs, structures, and right-of-way. For categories we could not quantify, such as drainage and construction staging, we used percentages based on what prices we were able to find from the previously aforementioned, depending on the alternative. The group was then able to come up with estimated total costs for each alternative. The overcrossing, alternative 3, was found to be the best option not only for its low cost, but also for its overall benefits, where Ryan will talk about our BC ratio.
Dividing the total benefit by the total cost gives us the BC ratio. As seen from above, all the alternatives are above 1, so they would all be viable alternatives. Next, I'd like to pass it over to Stephen and Bomi to discuss the decision matrix.
The decision matrix was used as a means to determine the preferred alternative for a project without bias. The table on the right shows the methodology to the matrix. Categories with higher importance are attributed a higher weight, whereas categories with less importance are given a smaller weight. For our purpose and needs statement and project findings, the 9 categories to the left were unanimously ranked from highest to lowest importance respectively. Our 3 most important categories are local circulation, freeway impacts, and benefit cost ratio.
As you can see, freeway impact shows the DDI and the hook ramp with a score of 2, as they both create access points into the main line. Accessibility gives a score of 8 to most alternatives except for the shuttle, as they all address multimodal aspect the same way. The right-of-way impacts awarded the upper crossing and the shuttle with a high score of 9 for having the least number of parcels being relocated for this purpose for home and business owners. Taking all these factors in consideration, the upper crossing was found to be the highest scoring alternative with a score of 292. Next, I'd like to pass it on to Lauren to present our preferred alternative.
Due to its simple design and the ability to reduce traffic congestion, the preferred alternative is the overcrossing. We would like to go more in detail about the overcrossing, but first, here is a drive-through video of the alternative. Next, we'll go more in depth about the overcrossing. Here has it been to talk about traffic.
Here's the table of level of service for all intersections at Palm Avenue and University Parkway. Most intersections produce a better level of service under 2045 traffic conditions when the alternative is built. Moreover, our analysis shows the delay times of most intersections have greatly reduced significantly. As you can see with intersection 5, the level of service may stay the same for build and no build conditions, but the delay times have dramatically decreased. To improve the level of service of this intersection, the city may pursue further projects outside of our study boundary. And now Brady will talk about our roadway sections.
There's a roadway section for our preferred alternative, the overcrossing. On the right, you're able to observe where section AA is,
on Campus Parkway. On the left, you're able to observe a 3D rendering of Section AA. We have one 6-feet bike lane, two 12-feet through lanes, and two 4-feet shoulders on each side of the 16-feet median, with a 6-feet sidewalk on the north side. Now I hand it over to Miguel, who will talk about the APS.
Here we have the advanced planning study of the overcrossing. The overcrossing is composed of a cast-in-place pre-stressed box girder in order to follow the consistency of this type of superstructure in California. The substructure consists of column vents with pile foundations and two abutments, one at each end of the bridge. We designed the bridge to have a minimum vertical clearance of 16 feet 6 inches over the I-215 freeway at a point located near abutment 2. In order to accommodate for vertical clearance and drainage, there is a 4% downgrade and upgrade on the vertical crest curve that has a span of 225 feet and a width of 102 feet. For safety barriers, we will have Type 732W concrete barriers with Type 6 chain link railing in order to secure the safety of pedestrians, bicyclists, and motor vehicles. Now we'll pass it on to Lauren to talk to you more about construction staging.
There is a total of 3 construction stages for our project. The first stage is connection of the northern segment with Kendall Drive and the beginning of the construction of the bridge over the I-215. Stage 2 is connection of the southern segment with Cahoon Boulevard. And lastly, Stage 3 is construction of Hallmark Parkway and finishing up the bridge over the I-215. We chose this order to build our project so we may cause the least amount of disturbance to traffic flow in the area. Next is Tack to explain how we incorporate VR into our project.
Thank you, Lauren. VR, AR are the future of visualization field, and we would love to introduce it in this senior projects. Not only can this be effective through communicate planning concept, but they're also good for public hearing. Inside this 3D world, the viewer have the ability to move through a scene, walk around, measure dimension of an object, take a note, look at pipe under the surface, and talking to other viewer as well. Viewer can also toggle between seeing this existing condition and propose design to understand option on the table. While it's not entirely the same as having the headset on, you can check out the scene in 3D mode that we create for overcrossing and DDI alternative by simply scanning the QR code with your camera.
Lastly, we'd like to share with you a video that we made to describe our project to the general public.
In the past century, California has seen a rapid growth in its population. The warm weather, the beautiful beaches, and the amazing landscape inspires people from not only other states, but other parts of the world to dream about living in this state. The economic opportunities and living convenience encourages young dreamers to move here and old families to stay. As businesses continue to thrive, transportation becomes more constricted in the cities most call home. Because of this, businesses are reaching out to seek space for infinite development. This is the city of San Bernardino. Known mostly for its seasonal music festivals, the city is surrounded from north to east by mountains, leading thousands of Southern California residents to Big Bear Lake for some winter snow. Interstate 215 cuts right through the city of San Bernardino, creating an ideal location for the new industries and families. California State University of San Bernardino is located 3 miles east of Interstate 215. Currently, Palm Avenue and University Parkway interchanges are the only paths to and out of the location. Both the university and the city have seen a rapid population growth in the past years. However, San Bernardino's infrastructure would not be able to accommodate the increasing traffic demand that accompanies growth in the current state. One thing is clear, San Bernardino needs a solution, and we have one. Firstly, improve local circulation between Palm Avenue and University Parkway, as well as Cajon Boulevard and Kendall Drive. Secondly, reduce congestion and to accommodate projected population and volume demand for the 2045 design year at the University Parkway and Palm Kinner interchanges by providing alternative routes. Lastly, provide additional access across Interstate 215 for pedestrians, motorized, and non-motorized vehicles. As a team of 18 students over the course of 8 months, we have managed extensive research and analysis to determine the optimum solution to the given problem. This is Campus Parkway. Currently undeveloped, this location is between the existing University Parkway and Palm Avenue, and runs parallel to an existing water channel, managing to cross through Interstate 215. Today, Interstate 215 has 2 lanes in each direction. We proposed an overcrossing bridge over Interstate 215, connecting both sides of the still undeveloped Campus Parkway, providing access across the freeway. This would satisfy the need to improve local circulation between Palm Avenue and University Parkway, as well as Cajon Boulevard and Kendall Drive. This would also satisfy the need to reduce congestion and to accommodate projected population and volume demand for the 2045 design year at the Interstate 215, University Parkway, and Palm Kenner interchanges by providing alternative routes. Moreover, the overcrossing at Campus Parkway will include accommodations for pedestrians and bicyclists to satisfy the need to provide additional access across Interstate 215 for pedestrians, non-motorized, and motorized vehicles. Together, we believe that these improvements are beneficial changes in helping the city and California State University of San Bernardino to accommodate the anticipated future growth.
And with that, we'd like to invite you to visit our website to check out more information regarding our project.
At this point, we would like to thank Cal Poly Pomona, Caltrans, WKE, HDR, STB, Michael Baker, Carson Strategic Land Solutions, and HR Green, our faculty and industry advisors, and crowdfunding donors. This concludes our presentation, and we would like to open up for questions and answers.